Well, this is why it's good to have knowledgeable friends. First of all, beautiful drive with the fall colors here. But I was trying to find an exposure of a granite that was famous for having a lot of really interesting minerals in it, including some rare ones. And I checked with a very knowledgeable friend of mine, one of the authors of the Mineralogy of Michigan series. And he said, well, you can look in that spot where you're thinking to, but you're going to be wasting your time. What you really want to do is go down this remote uh, snowmobile trail, really. And you go just the right distance from a particular bridge. You're going to come across a piece of granite that has some crazy minerals in it. Now you're not imagining that. That's purple. What mineral is that? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. But I will be taking a chisel to this bad boy and taking a few samples home with me. The dominant minerals you're seeing here are feldspar. That's all this blocky stuff. The alkali feldspar is potassium feldspar. We often call it K-spar because K is the symbol for potassium. That's your pinks. Probably other feldspar varieties making up most of your white, and then your more clear minerals are going to be some quartz mixed in with that. These are sheets of muscovite mica, named muscovite because it was famously found around Moscow, and someone who lives in Moscow is called a muscovite. Fun fact, in some of the ancient, medieval time communities, they actually used sheets, very, very large sheets of muscovite mica for windows, back before there was glass making. Well, I just can't wait to get in here and see what I can't chisel at. I'm not so interested in all that feldspar, but there are actually some really exotic minerals in here, including, I believe, xenotime, which is a rare earth bearing mineral. So it's got some crazy interesting stuff in here. Really just the middle of nowhere out here. Let's have at it. Now, sometimes relatively simple jobs require major tools, and these were just not sufficient today. This beautiful granite, you can see where I worked the chisel on it a bit and got almost nowhere. The few times I was able to break off a piece I was trying to break off, I ended up with a tiny little fragment flying through the air, usually hitting me in the face somewhere. You can see previously somebody did it right. See these real smooth surfaces here, and up here. Those are cut marks. Somebody took a saw to these. Somebody was real serious about getting their samples and probably got some real nice pieces. Without a doubt, hammer, even a pretty serious hammer like that, and chisel, just totally insufficient to make any headway against a big piece of granite like this. Ironically, I didn't want to. I took one little piece of generic granite from here to look at in the microscope when I get home, and I didn't want to leave without a piece of the purple, and it looked like I was going to. So what I ended up doing was scraping away the pile of leaves, because I figured, well, somebody was doing some serious work out here a while ago, cutting away the rock. Maybe they left some fragments. I found lots of fragments, and I did finally get a piece of the purple here. Don't know if it's capable of focusing on that, so I'll take it home and try to figure out what that is. Not exactly an enormous piece, obviously, considering what I'm working from here, but sometimes you just gotta take small victories. Sometimes you see amazing stuff and you just can't take it home with you. That's just the way it works.